Alright, what's going on, everybody? So in this video today we are going to do things a little bit differently. So I've been doing a facility hub guide, and each video represents one quest. Well, in this video we're going to tackle all the Tusker quests in a single video. We'll work our way through each one of them, and then I will timestamp the video to where each of these quests begin, and we'll put information around what level you need to be, etc. And then, as it is with the other videos, if you wanted to use this video for reference, we'd have the timestamps in there for your convenience. So hopefully you find this video helpful. Mayor Coco, please cover your ears. Let's go pull some teeth. So the first quest we're going to cover is the Tusker Burrow, and this is a level 15 restricted quest. The mobs that we're going to be fighting are going to be the female Tuskers, and every single one of these Tusker quests, if we look at the map here, are going to be on this Ulatanga's refuge. So this island here is going to have our Tusker Burrow, it's going to have our Tusker Cavern, Cave, Lodge, Abode, so forth, Barracks. So every single one of these Tusker quests are going to be on this island. So from the facility hub, come down here, hang a right. Now, most of these Tusker dungeons the maps themselves are symmetrical in nature. So as we work our way through, and I'll point out which ones, this is one of them. As we work our way through, it doesn't matter. So if we look at it here, you can see that we've got like two rooms, one on each side. We've got two different paths to take. So kind of a symmetrical layout. It doesn't matter which way you go. I'll take a right, but the key to this dungeon is just to stay. Once you've made that first turn, just go straight. Just head straight down, taking these things out as you go. And once you've got past that split, it's kind of at this point really only one way to go. Well, that's not true, but you just want to keep going straight. Once you've hit this big room here, you're really at the end of it. Now I'm level, I don't know, 170 or something like that. There's none of this stuff is going to touch me in here, and I really wanted to just kind of do this for demonstration purposes and kind of show the layout of these dungeons. But if you're doing it at the recommended level, you want to maybe take your time. The Tuskers have a tendency, along with the Othoi, to want to kind of swarm you, get a bunch of mobs on you quickly. So I just recommend take your time, and then if you get overwhelmed, best way to fight these things is to back yourself into a corner, because they do want to tend to slip behind you and kick you in the ass. So yeah, it's best to kind of fight these guys against the wall. All right, so the other thing you're going to see on all these Tusker quests, once you've actually reached the Tuskers that drop the tusks, in your chat you're going to get a message that says the force of your killing blow breaks whatever type of Tusker you killed, tusk. So in this case, female Tuskers. Force of your killing blow breaks female Tuskers' tusk. So one of these guys will have it on them. One of these ladies will have it on them. And I've already picked it up in this case. So let me just grab it, and down here is your exit portal, so this will kick you back out onto the island. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to facility hub recall. Another option is once you've completed this quest once, or these Tusker quests once, you're going to get this Aphis Lazel portal gem. I like to call them my oh shit gems because they will instantly recall you out of wherever you're at, right over to Brighteyes himself. Brighteyes is going to be the NPC on this island that you turn these quests into for your rewards, and one of those items is these gems. So real nice to, in addition to just leveling yourself up through the facility hub, it gives you a gem of recall. The other way to get here is through the town network. There is a portal to this island that will get you to this exact same spot. So if you don't have a gem, you can get here through the town network. The next quest we're going to run is the Tusker Lodge quest, and this one is going to be the male Tuskers. Again, this one is going to have a level 15 restriction like the previous Burrow quest that we just did. So we'll hop in here. And again, this Tusker Lodge dungeon is symmetrical. So we'll take, in this case, where are we at here? Here we go. In this case, we're going to take the left path. Mix it up a little bit, why not? Doesn't matter which way you go. But at the end of this dungeon, actually this one, yeah, it doesn't matter which way you go. So we come up the ramp here. And I'm going to go left. And we'll continue upward and we'll continue left here. And I'm going to slowly run through, even though nothing's going to touch me, I want to slowly run through here to kind of give you an idea of, if you've never done this dungeon before, give you an idea of kind of what these, what to expect in terms of the mobs coming at you. So I just had 5 on me right there. So at level 15, that's going to be, it can be a little bit daunting. So just be aware that they get on you quick, and they're not afraid to hit you. Alright, so we head left here, and then we want to head up the ramp, headed south. And then we want to continue heading south here. I'll draw over a couple more to kind of clear the area out a little bit. And then we've kind of reached this oval section. You just want to kind of continue working your way south here. And then once you've reached kind of the center of this oval, head up. You want to go up the ramp, and again continuing south. And then once you're up the ramp, you want to spin around where you're facing the down ramp, and then we can, again, left or right, it doesn't matter. We'll go left in this case. Kind of work our way through this room here. Oh, no wall banging allowed. With Archer anyway. Yep, no wall bangers. And then continue to head, in this case north. We want to head north. Continue to just work our way through the dungeon. So at this point there is a hallway. There's these kind of arms off of the main path. You just want to keep going straight. You don't want to go down those arms. Just keep going straight north, and then you want to make a right and head east here, and then you want to finally make your way up into the disco room. So this head up the ramp and head into this this main room here, where the Tuskers are having a party. And this is where you're going to find your tusk at. So these guys will drop it. And we'll grab our tusk and we'll head on out. The next quest we're going to do will be the Tusker Cave. This one also has a level 15 restriction on it. And we will be fighting Crimson Back Tuskers. This dungeon also is symmetrical, so again you kind of pick either path that we want to go. But I think again I generally just head right in these things. In the case of this one though, you do want to spin around and you want to head up the ramp, and you'll be met with 4 or 5 of these Crimson Back Tuskers. These are level 30 Tuskers, so at level 15 they're probably a bit of a challenge. So again, you just want to back up to the wall and fight them with your back against the wall, if possible. And then once we come up the ramp, you want to spin around, and then we want to go up this other big ramp over here, straight ahead here. We'll take this dude out and any buddies he brings with him. Back these guys up like this. Alright, so from this point, we again, like the female Tuskers, we just want to kind of take the inside track. So we got this circle here, we'll go right and then just kind of keep it down the middle. Continue heading north and up the ramp here. And up the ramp here, we'll go east. And you're going to come to this big room. We just want to keep going straight. Just going to work our way through this room here. And with a lot of dungeons in Asheron's Call, there's some kind of, they're generally, in some cases, there's some kind of indicator that tells you you're going the right way. I don't know if these lights up ahead here, generally it's a fog, so it's a white or blue or red green fog. It kind of gives you an indication that you're going the right way. I don't know if this is meant for that or not, but this is really bright, foggy area. It's kind of, maybe it's telling you that you're going the right way. But we just want to make our way through that big room, and then we're going to come up to this kind of handlebar looking thing. And so we just want to, again, back ourselves to the wall. We want to be facing north, and we just want to go up where the middle of this kind of handlebar thing. We'll head up here, and now straight ahead is the exit portal. So if we're facing the exit portal here, we actually want to go west. This is no longer, doesn't matter which way you go. You want to go west in this case. And then we'll work our way kind of past this room here. And again, if you get into trouble, just back yourself up against the wall. And if you've got an oh shit gem and you get yourself into too much trouble, then you can recall out. Alright, and once we get past that, this kind of room on the left here, we come up to, again, another kind of handlebar split. And it doesn't matter if you go south or north here. Either rooms should, I believe, will drop the tusk you're looking for. Yep, that one just dropped. Alright, we'll grab that one. And you can either head back to the surface portal, which is back here, and exit that way. You can lifestone out, or you can gem out, or you can, you know, whatever, however you get the hell out of here. The next dungeon we're going to do is going to be the Tusker Cavern, and this one is going to have golden back tuskers. So we'll have a look at the portal here, the information on the portal when we get down here. So Tusker Cavern, the level restriction again is level 15, and we're going to be fighting golden back tuskers. So this one, once you hit the drop, get ready for a fight, because everything in this kind of these split rooms up ahead here is going to come at you. So you're going to have quite a few of these guys to contend with. These guys, like the Crimson Backs, are level 30. All these Tuskers are susceptible to fire, so if you got fire arrows on you, it's probably your best bet. Slashing works pretty well as well. Alright, and then this dungeon is not, like the rest, is not symmetrical. There's a little bit of symmetry in it, but for the most part it's a bit different from the other ones. But we do want to continue to head straight through this kind of I don't know how to describe it, ice cube tray looking section of the dungeon, and just head down. And it's gonna take us to this really big room here, and this room contains quite a bit of golden back tuskers. So again, at level 15, level 20 even, it's probably going to be a bit of a challenge. So there are a couple strategies. If you kind of stay in this cavern exit, you can maybe take them one or two at a time. It's one way to do it. Another way, maybe a less safe way to do it, is just to run straight through and back yourself up to the wall here and fight them that way. And maybe only drag half the room with you. Ideally, it's fighting in the entrance of that cavern might be the way to do it. You can actually get yourself positioned in a way that you're only even though there's maybe 6, 7, 8, 9 of these Tuskers, you're only fighting a couple of them at a time because the other ones can't get through to you. So maybe hanging back here and fighting them within here. But once you come down this cave and exit here, you need to swing around to the other side of this big room. So left or right, again, doesn't really matter. We'll head this way and then just kind of take these guys out as we work our way. Because what's going to happen is you come out here, you swing all the way around, and then you'll go down the other side of this. We'll draw these guys over. You could go down these ramps, but then you'd be going the wrong way, so don't do that. I'm not quite sure what's down there actually, and if you want to go there and check it out, that's part of the fun of the adventure of this game. But for our purposes, to get to the end of the dungeon, we want to come down this ramp here. So we'll come here, and we're faced with a split down here, kind of like a handlebar split again, and this time we want to head east, so we want to hang a right. Kind of work our way through over here. The tusk is going to be down in this area here. So we'll get rid of these guys. And again, you kind of see here where I'm only fighting one or two of them at a time. If you kind of position yourself inside this exit. Alright, so we head down, and it doesn't matter which way we take here, right or left, it's going to lead us to the very end of this cave. And right here is where we're going to find our tusk. You. And straight ahead is the surface portal. So once again, multiple options on how to get back to where you need to go to. We'll exit here. The next quest we want to do is the Tusker Abode. And this one is going to have Tusker Redeemers in it. This is a level 20 restriction. And we'll take a look. I forget what level the Redeemers are. We'll see here in a second. But we've got a level 20 restriction. We're gonna take out Tusker Redeemers. So in this dungeon, we ultimately just want to stay right. So you just want to hug. So these Redeemers are level 60. At level 20, this might be a little bit too much. I don't recall what level exactly you need to be. It's a level 20 restriction, but maybe maybe level 25 if you're solo. What was I saying? So yeah, we want to stay right. Through most of this dungeon. You're going to stay right until you get at one point in this dungeon you're going to get to a jump down spot. So just hugging the right wall and working your way through is the key to this one. If you can solo this at level 20, then you are a better man than me, and I congratulate you. I am definitely not this super gamer that can do some of the things that other people can do. I just really enjoy the game. Alright, so I'm going to keep on trucking. We're going to keep on going right. Alright, now we finally come into this drop here. Probably one of the ways to get down here is just really to shift jump into the wall. That'll get you there. And then once you get down to the bottom, you take out whatever Tuskers stand in your way, and then we'll head south. Continuing to kind of work our way. So now, once we get to this point, we no longer want to keep going right. We want to stay down the main corridor here. So you got all these side tunnels, but you just want to stick right down this wider path here. Alright, so we should come up to this fire pit here. Just continue, keep on going, keep on heading down the main path here, main corridor. And we're coming up to the end of the dungeon here in a second. This might be the longest dungeon of the 6 or 7 or 8 of these Tusker dungeons. I'm not sure. There may be another one that's... I think this is the longest one. Alright, once you see the surface portal, this is where we're going to find our tusk at. So up here. Yep, that first one just dropped on. So we'll grab that once we get all these guys. And we will get out of here. The next dungeon we're going to do is the Tusker Habitat. So this one is going to contain Tusker Liberators. I believe these might be level 60 as well. We'll look here in a second when we get up to the dungeon. This dungeon itself has a level 25 restriction. So we did Abode. Here's Habitat. Habitat's gonna have... Oops, missed that. We'll look at them in the dungeon once we get in here. And again, this dungeon is symmetrical, so it doesn't matter whether we take the right or left. So we'll head right, and this one we kind of want to go down this tunnel and then swing around, and then you just want to stay straight ahead. Headed south, we'll go down the ramp, and we'll take these guys out. Yeah, so these are level 60s, just like the previous mob, Redeemers. Again, susceptible to fire. Slashing works well on them as well. Oops, wasn't paying attention. So again, we just want to go straight. South of my own world there. Alright, keep going straight here. Work your way down. Continue to head south. There's only one way to go, so just kind of keep on trucking. Alright, and then when we get up to this point here, let's get these guys out of the way. This is where things kind of split off. So at this point here, we've got another split, and what we want to do is we want to take the west side of this split, and you want to head down the left path, up the left path here, and in this room here is where you're going to find your tusk. So again, there's a bunch of mobs in this room, so if you hang back and kind of fight in this little corridor, you might be able to limit the number of mobs that you got to fight at a time, or that are hitting you. So that one dropped the tusk. Several of them did, but we'll grab that tusk. Maybe. Behind under there. No, this guy had one, I think. No. Where are you? Where are you? There we go. We'll grab that and we will get out of here. So we can keep going straight again to the surface up here. In this case, I'm just gonna facility hub gem out of here. Next on the list, we're going to do the Tusker Quarters Dungeon. This one has a level 30 restriction, and we will be fighting level, I think they're level 80 Tusker slaves. So we'll have a look at, let's see, where are we at here? So Tusker Quarters, level 30 or greater, and Tusker slaves. Again, this dungeon is symmetrical, so right or left, either way, we'll go right. And this one is very similar to the female Tusker dungeon. We really just want to head, so once we head here and make a right, we just want to stay right down the, kind of right down the middle. Come down here, we'll head right, and then just stay straight on, go straight on through. So these guys are level 80, and at level, I think, so I just said level 80. These guys are level 80. So at this point, your Tuskers will start dropping red letters and gold letters, and you'll need those letters for your society quests. They'll come up really after you finish the facility hub quest. So these, and I guess if you're doing these at the required level, they do drop a lot of good loot. So it is in your best interest to kind of loot these guys as you go. But a lot of these guys will drop red letters, and in particular in the barracks that we'll do next, the guards will drop red and gold letters quite a bit. So definitely loot these guys as you're going through. And alright, so we'll keep going straight. We'll head down the ramp here. And then in this big room down here is where we'll come to the end of the dungeon, and we'll ultimately grab our tusk. Alright, and then the exit portal is right down here. So again, exit however you wish. Alright, so the final Tusker quest we're going to do is a Tusker Barracks. And before we actually head to the dungeon, the first thing we're going to do is pick up the Tusker Guard kill task. And this is a pretty heavy duty kill task. You actually have to kill 500 guards. But at a level, and this dungeon has a level 40 restriction on it. But in doing so, it's a really great way to grind. You grind out your levels, and 20 million experience at a around level 40, 45, 50. It's not too bad. It's actually a pretty commonplace for people to kind of grind. So we'll go ahead and we'll hit up the town network, and we'll pick up the quest in Lynn. So we'll head to the show wing. We'll hit up Lynn. I think I'm already flagged for this quest on this character, but I'll show you where to pick up the quest at. And then we'll head over to the barracks. Alright, so in this hut right here, we want to talk to Xiaoxi. Xiaoxi? Xiaoxi. Xiaoxi? Something like that, whatever. Talk to him and you'll get flagged. Alright, let's head back to the facility hub. Xiaoxi. I wonder if that's... who the town is named after. I don't know. I'll have to look into that. Although I don't know why he would be in Lynn and wouldn't hang out in the town that he's named after. But maybe the writers were short on name generation that day. Let me in. Thank you. Alright, so this dungeon does give you a staging area, kind of get yourself prepared. You will get barraged once you hit this main corridor here. Again, like most of them, this one's symmetrical. It is a little bit more. There are a couple turns and things that you do need to make that make it a little bit more tricky to get down to where the tusk is at, but nothing too difficult. But at this point here is where you want to kind of try to wedge yourself in. You can get to a point where you're only fighting a couple of these guys at a time, but they're going to send the whole clan at you. And again, you'll want to try to loot everything you can in here, especially at level 50. And again, they drop the letters. I probably won't see any of them now, but they drop the golden red letters. Alright, so you just want to continue to make your way through the middle of the dungeon here. You'll be drawing a crowd, but the strategy is kind of back yourself up against the wall and take them out one or two at a time, or to where you only get attacked by one or two at a time, one, two, or three at a time, something like that. Alright, so we'll head down the ramp. And then we'll just head right. We'll head east, and then we'll make our way north, and kind of keep east north. If you're a summoner and you have a pet, one nice thing, at least on the private server. So I'm playing on my own private server. I'm not sure public servers is the same way or not, but one of the advantages, at least on a private server, is if you're a summoner, you've got a pet, and you bring your pet out against these guys, you let your pet get a hit, and then you get in a hit. You can see there I got 2 kills for the price of 1. So a little bit, I don't know if you'd call it cheaty, but definitely an advantage as a summoner when you're doing kill tasks. Something to keep in mind. All right, we'll keep going straight. We're gonna want to just keep on going. You can see here where on the map where there's a split, so we can't get through straight here because this is divided. So we want to keep going straight and head this way. We can try to work our way to the middle of the dungeon. Continue to head north, and we're coming up on where you're going to get the tusk drop. Yeah, so you don't even need to make your way all the way down to the bottom of that ramp. You can, if you pull these guys up here, more than likely you're going to get the tusk. Yeah, 2 of them drop, 3 of them drop the tusk. So we'll grab that, and we will once again get the hell out of here. If you keep going straight, there's a surface portal down here. So that's another way to get out again. Alright, so as mentioned, within the town network, there is a portal to get back to Brighteyes, get to the island and get to Brighteyes, so I'll show you that here real quick. Again, if you've already done the quest and you've got these Aphis Lizelle portal gems, that'll take you right back there. But if not, the best way to get there is via the Annex wing, right here. And we've got a Ulatonga's Refuge. Ulatonga's Refuge. I don't know how to pronounce any of this crap. And you're right where the turning's at. So with that, I thank you. We'll put the rewards up on the screen here, and thank you for sitting through my video. I appreciate it. Have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one.